Hello YouTube, I'm Tim, and just a quick reminder, Monkey Boy and we decided not to do any more chill stream live streams since we just weren't having fun doing them, so anyone that missed the community post, just remind you, there's no more chill stream live streams. If we might bring them back on an occasional basis, but it would be very occasional since it just didn't work out as something that could be a weekly live stream. But it wasn't this last Wednesday, but the week before last Wednesday, I'd gone to Ross as well as Target and picked up a few things. Well, I bought a few things. So I wanted to get those out of the way first to show to my friend Avery on Facebook, since I did practically promise him I would be doing this video, so it's a little bit late, so the week before last Wednesday, I went to Ross looking for some Star Wars action figures on sale. Unfortunately, they didn't really have much. Cassian Andor was the only one they had, and I don't have Disney Plus, but Rogue One, such a popular Star Wars film, aside from Cara Dune when she was on The Mandalorian, and Luke Skywalker being on The Mandalorian. Rogue One was the next best thing Disney did for Star Wars, even though I haven't heard too many good things. I might have heard one good thing about this Andor series from one Star Wars fan on YouTube, and then somebody else online who's not even into Star Wars liked it, so I don't know. I wanted to get an Cassian Andor figure, although I would have preferred Rogue One, but I've got Jyn Erso, so need a Cassian Andor to go along with Jyn Erso. So get me started building up a little bit of a Rogue One collection of Star Wars figures. And then they had some of the Marvel retro figures, but they just had like tons and tons of just one figure, and luckily I don't believe I've got this guy yet, the man called Nova, who's one missing from my collection. So I had to buy him on sale. It was a little bit cheaper than Cassian Andor, who was $3.99. Well, a man called Nova was $2.99 at Ross. So that was all I had to get. That's all I could find at Ross, and he didn't really have much in the way of Star Wars stuff at Target that really interested me, so. Oh, and when I was at Ross, I did buy a new pair of jeans, which I need to wash, along with the shirt that I bought at Target, Star Wars t-shirt. And if you look closely, there's R2-D2 is in the S, C-3PO is in the T, Luke Skywalker is in the A, Darth Vader's in the R, Han Solo's in the W, Chewie's the A of Wars, and then Princess Leia is the R of Wars, and then Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi is the S of Wars. Star Wars in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah. This along with my new pair of pants. I still need to get those washed. Just seems whenever you buy new clothes, they just have this really strange smell to them. You have to wash them right away to get that smell out. Oh, and one more thing for my visit to Target. Since I wasn't able to find anything Star Wars at Target, I bought this guy. Not that cheap, and NECA I'm not thrilled with, but I decided, okay, well, I'll take a chance since I've never had a Vincent Price action figure. I would have preferred Super 7, since sometimes I can get something decent out of them, even though their quality control isn't that great either. But I think it was NECA that did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that bunch of figures turned out alright, so I'm really hoping that this does not break at all when I take him out, since he has this cool little cutout backdrop, and he comes with an extra hand, so you can take the cigarette hand off of him and give him just a regular right hand. And he comes with this pointy-eared black cat and a skull. My HD webcam is just so bright, but I've got the overhead light in here. Yeah, I get a little bit of a reflection from the cam there. Got rid of it. So that was all my stuff from Ross and Target from the Wednesday before last Wednesday. But recently I bought some DVDs and Blu-rays online along with some more Star Wars figures, so this was one some Ross stores have had on sale, but I just bought it off of Amazon, even though Ross Star Wars on eBay has this figure a little bit cheaper, the gloved hand Jedi Knight Luke, who was seen in The Mandalorian. I say gloved hand since he didn't have a glove over his robotic hand in Return of the Jedi until one of Jabba's human skiff guards shot at it. So Hasbro corrected their Jabba's Palace Jedi Knight Luke, giving him the ungloved hand, while this post Jabba's Palace Jedi Knight Luke has the gloved right hand. So I got him off of Amazon recently. And then Amazon, they've been putting out some Blu-rays, I guess since they own MGM. They've been doing some manufactured on-demand Blu-rays. And since MGM, which is now Amazon, owns most of the American International Pictures film library, yeah, they've been putting out Frankie and Annette Beach Party films on Blu-ray, and unfortunately this case was cheap, so it came cracked at the bottom, so little bits of it are breaking off. Yeah, and it just looks like a cheap manufactured on-demand disc case from what I can tell. Yeah, it looks like it. It says this disc is expected to play in DVD video play only devices and may not play in other DVD devices, including recorders and PC drives. So that sounds like manufactured on demand disc, but the disc sounds okay. But the case on this was so cheap it just broke in shipping. Just little bits of it have been breaking off, so I'm not happy. And also on Amazon, I bought the Severin Blu-ray edition of Lucio Fulci's The Psychic, starring Jennifer O'Neill. Yeah. And they put out a 4K as well, but I don't have a 4K player, so I just bought the Blu-ray only edition. Yeah, it's got a few extras, which they might just be carryovers from the Scorpion Blu-ray. It's now scanned in 4K from the original negative. Special features Doom and Gloom interview with co-writer Dardano Scacchetti with contributions from director Lucio Fulci, 50 minutes selected scene commentary with cinematographer Sergio Salvati and Freak-O Rama's Federico Cadillo, close up on the eyes, audio interview with camera operator Franco Bruni, Elegant Ladies, audio interview with costume designer Massimo Lentini, and then Cutting Moments, audio interview with editor Bruno Macelli, and then you get the trailer. And you can watch the film in English, or you can watch it in Italian with English subtitles. 97 minutes, and it's not rated, although this was probably rated R when it was first released in the States, since this does get a bit violent. It's region A locked, and the audio is in English mono and Italian mono. There are no stereo audio tracks. And then a couple movies that I've been missing out on in my DVD and Blu-ray collection. The Hellraiser movies, so I got the first two Hellraiser movies, even though there's like special edition Blu-rays out from Arrow. I just decided to be really thrifty and buy the old RLJE Films Blu-ray double feature of Hellraiser and Hellbound Hellraiser 2. It's 2 Blu-rays. And no extras listed, you just get to see the films in HD. And Hellraiser's rated R, while Hellbound Hellraiser 2, just like I remember seeing the VHS release in video rental stores years back when I was a kid, is not rated. Yeah, I'm guessing there's no extras because none are listed unless you get the trailers. RLJE Films is what used to be Image Entertainment. And I believe both of these films, they've been shown on basic cable. Sci-Fi Channel aired them. And then AMC TV, formerly known as American Movie Classics, has shown the edited for basic cable versions. So happy to have these 2 films on Blu-ray. And then new Blu-ray label I found out about called Film Masters that seems to be doing better copies of public domain B-grade movie titles. So I got the double feature Blu-ray of the Roger Corman's The Terror with the Little Shop of Horrors. And each film is on its own disc. So first disc you get The Terror, and The Terror, you get to see it in its original theatrical format, plus audio commentary for The Terror by C. Courtney Joyner and Dr. Steve Haberman, and then Ghost in the Machine, the Art and Artifice in Roger Corman's Celluloid Castle, a visual essay by Howard S. Berger and Kevin Marr, the Flying Machiste brothers, and the 2023 recut trailer for The Terror made from restored film elements. Then on disc number 2, you get to see The Little Shop of Horrors presented in HD in a 16:9 widescreen. So just like all HD TVs and 4K TVs, they're widescreen now. So it only makes sense for HD and Ultra HD to be widescreen. And then you get the commentary for The Little Shop of Horrors by Justin Humphries and Little Shop star Jonathan Hayes, who played Seymour. And then Hollywood Intruders, the Film Group Story Part 2, an original Ballyhoo Motion Pictures production. And I don't have the first Corman double feature that they put out that has Part 1 on there. And then 2023 recut trailer for The Little Shop of Horrors made from restored film elements. And The Terror is from 1963, color, 80 minutes, unrated, and a 1.85 by 1 widescreen. And then The Little Shop of Horrors, of course, is in black and white. Regions A, B, and C. And then Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2 are Region A locked. And Severance Blu-ray of Lucio Fulci's The Psychic is Region A locked. And then it's funny, they list the Blu-ray of Bikini Beach being Region 1 locked, but it's a Blu-ray. So I'm hoping they just didn't upscale the old DVD, because every DVD copy I've seen of this has been in a 4x3 wide letterbox, which doesn't upscale that nicely. So it should be Region A locked. And then I got one more Blu-ray from whatchamacallit, Amazon. It's another Roger Corman double feature 2-disc set from Film Masters, The Devil's Partner and Creature from the Haunted Sea. So on disc 1 you get The Devil's Partner presented in the theatrical 16:9 and TV version 4:3 formats, and then audio commentary for The Devil's Partner by Larry Strathy, James Gonis, Sean Sheridan, and Matt Weinhold from the Monster Party podcast, and then Hollywood Intruders, the Film Group Story Part 3, a documentary by Ballyhoo Motion Pictures, and Roger Corman Remembering Film Group, a new interview with director Roger Corman. And the 2024 recut trailer for The Devil's Partner made from restored film elements. And then disc 2 is the bonus film Creature from the Haunted Sea from 1961 in a theatrical 16:9 widescreen, and the extended TV version in a 4:3 format, and then audio commentary for theatrical version of Creature from the Haunted Sea by Tom Weaver, Roger Corman, Kinta Zerucci, and Larry Blamire, and original 16mm restored trailer for Creature from the Haunted Sea, and a 2024 recut trailer made from restored film elements. And then before and after restoration video for Creature from the Haunted Sea, and I believe both of these are from 1961, but I think only the first movie is 73 minutes, but they're both unrated and in black and white. And you get the films in both the 1.37 by 1 full screen, like the old TV sets format, and 1.85 by 1 matted widescreen. Region A, B, you get, and it's for It'll play in regions A, B, C, Blu-ray players, closed captioned. And then I got a package from whatchamacallit, Sinister Cinema, and they sent me another copy of Fire Monsters Against the Son of Hercules. This is what they had to tell me. Dear Sinister Cinema customer, we discovered recently an inherent defect in our master dubbing materials for Fire Monsters Against the Son of Hercules. On some playback units, though not all, the video image, which is supposed to be in the anamorphic widescreen format, is window boxed with a crushed image from side to side. Even though we have had this title out for some time, this problem just recently was brought to our attention. Since you had previously purchased this title from us, we enclosed a new corrected DVD copy with our apologies for not catching this earlier. Thanks for your past patronage. Sincerely, Greg Luch, Sinister Cinema / Armchair Fiction. Yeah, it's not really much, just cheap artwork and a burned DVD. But I've watched this before, and it's a really nice transfer of Fire Monsters Against the Son of Hercules. And a few more. I want to go through the rest of my Blu-rays. Yeah, right before Halloween, I ordered the Blu-ray of Dracula's Dog, aka Zoltan Hound of Dracula from Kino, and I ordered the DVD as well. The DVD came right away, but they were out of the Blu-ray, so it was a month or two ago they finally got the Blu-ray. They finally were able to start shipping out the Blu-ray copies since I got them back in stock, so I got the Blu-ray. And doesn't have much on here, just audio commentary, radio spot, and a theatrical trailer, which I think the DVD copy has. And then I had ordered a couple of DVDs from Best Buy before they had stopped selling DVDs and Blu-rays on their site and in store, but unfortunately those discs got lost, so I had to order them from eBay sellers, and I got the VCI Vault Classics of the 70s drive-in comedy Dixie Dynamite, starring Warren Oates and Christopher George. It's in a 1.33 full screen, rated PG, an all regions DVD, color 1976, English, 88 minutes. No extras. And then I got the DVD of the Disney live action movie. I believe this is also from the 70s. The Cat from Outer Space. And so far there's no Blu-ray, but I believe it's streaming in HD. And no extras. You can watch the film with French and Spanish subtitles, and you get Dolby Digital 2.0 mono sound and widescreen 1.75 by 1 enhanced for 16 by 9 televisions. I believe that's about all of my discs. But I think there was one from Shout Factory. I only showed it off during a chill stream. Yeah, I don't know where my other disc is. I have one I bought from Shout Factory I wanted to show off. From showed these off during the chill streams. Got Looney Tunes Collector's Choice Volume 2 from Amazon this past year. And then from Vinegar Syndrome's Black Friday sale a while back, I got the Blu-ray edition of The Black Room. It's an early 80s horror film which had a DVD release, but it was just sourced from the VHS tape. So this is the first time it's been out on Blu-ray, sourced from actual 35mm film negative elements. I don't think I'm going to take time to read all this. It's a bit of a vampire movie, but not your traditional vampire movie. And you get Linnea Quigley, Scream Queen, appears in this film as well. And another film, this might be going out of print because I don't know why I was able to get it so cheap from Vinegar Syndrome. Unless they're going to do a 4K. It's a Blu-ray DVD combo pack of The Killing Kind from 1973. It stars John Savage, who I believe was in the film version of the musical Hair, and then Ann Sothern, who was in the TV sitcom The Ann Sothern Show. And then she was in Roger Corman's Crazy Mama. And then you get Ruth Roman, who's been in a few different B movies, and Luana Anders, who was in The Pit and the Pendulum starring Vincent Price, and she was in Dementia 13 and Night Tide. She was in a few different early Corman films from the 60s. And then you get Cindy Williams from TV's Laverne and Shirley in an early, probably one of her first film roles. And then Sue Bernard, who was in Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. I believe that's the other actress in this. Oh, and Curtis Harrington, who directed this, he had also directed Night Tide, and he directed Ruby. So, just wanted to show that off. I had one or two more Blu-rays. Don't know if I had shown them yet. don't know what happened. Yeah, I found a few more of my Blu-rays, but I wanted to go with one of my last Shout Factory buys, since it probably be one of the last times I'll be buying directly from Shout Factory. Not too happy with them. Yeah, don't know where I put that other one. It was a Roger Corman Blu-ray. Oh, here we go. It wasn't too long ago I had gone to Rite Aid. It was one of the few places I can still buy CDs from, since just about everywhere else I've gone don't seem to sell audio CDs. I got CD of Eric Clapton, so it's a bunch of his greatest hits. Then from one of the last orders I did directly from Shout Factory, I bought the Roger Corman Scream Factory Blu-ray edition of the 70s sexy drive-in thriller Street Girls. It's nice since they actually put some effort into putting extras on a Corman title, since most of the Roger Corman films, since they've gone to selling them most of them directly through their website, since they don't sell much, they weren't really, you were lucky if you even got a trailer, but they include this film in both two different HD widescreen copies, and a 1.85 and a 1.66. Then get new audio commentary with film historian Peter Ali Lunas, and new interview with actor filmmaker Catherine Wilson, and then image gallery in the trailer. And this one's rated R for obvious reasons, since it's very naughty. Region A locked. And I've only seen the trailer, but I'm guessing why they decided to put it under the Scream Factory banner, probably because it might get a little bit violent in this. And then you see a lesbian couple getting stoned in this as well. So this one's very rated R. And another one I got from Shout Factory. It's one of the Hammer horror Dracula films, but it's the one time where Hammer Studios had collaborated with the Shaw brothers, who did all those martial arts movies and created a horror martial arts movie called The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires, and it's also known as The Seven Brothers and Their One Sister Meet Dracula. So you get Peter Cushing reprising his role as Van Helsing, but instead of Christopher Lee playing Count Dracula, you get John Forbes Robinson playing the role of Count Dracula. This has a few extras: new 2K scan from the original film elements, new audio commentary with author film historian Bruce Hallenbeck, new interview with Hong Kong film expert Rick Baker, alternate US theatrical version, which is called The Seven Brothers Meet Dracula, aka The Seven Brothers and Their One Sister Meet Dracula. And you get the TV spot, still gallery, and theatrical trailer. Not rated. It's The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires version, runs 89 minutes. And Seven Brothers Meet Dracula is 75 minutes. And not rated. 1080p HD widescreen 2.35, region A locked. So, a little over 30 minutes, so I do have one more Blu-ray I wanted to show off since it's been so long since I've done an update. That one guy used to do the new DVD Tuesday DVD reviews on the old G4, Chris Scories. Don't believe he was involved with a short-lived new G4, but he did do a direct-to-Blu-ray documentary called Attack of the Doc, since he was part of G4's Attack of the Show. So I believe I bought this directly from him, and he's occasionally, when he's not doing his own YouTube channel and running, I believe it's Film Threat is his YouTube channel as well as a website. He's occasionally on Midnight's Edge in the morning. I believe just mainly on the Monday morning shows my friends Tom and Andre do. The two guys I know from Michael French of Retroblasting. This Blu-ray is full of special features. You get commentary, deleted scenes, extended interviews, music video, trailers, poster gallery, Second Life experience, and visit the Attack show set in the metaverse and more. Original soundtrack now on Spotify. And it's 16:9 widescreen, 88 minutes. So Attack of the Doc, the epic story behind G4 TV and Attack a Show. Okay. So there were a few more toys I wanted to show off. It's getting close to 40 minutes. One of my most recent buys, another eBay buy. The Rogue One Stormtrooper. found out about this figure from UK Star Wars toy collector and fan Bosk's Bounty. He did a video, was like a top 10 of like Star Wars action figures that Hasbro's made in recent years, part of their vintage collection, going from some of the worst down to the best, and this was one of the higher rated ones. And I think it's a nice sculpt. So I'll put a link somewhere in the description for Bosk's Bounty's channel along with the video, so you can see the full video where he rates the Star Wars Vintage Collection Star Wars action figures in 3.75-inch scale, all modern by Hasbro. And of course, got the old vintage collection Death Star Escape Luke Skywalker, along with Han Solo. Well, original trilogy, pre-vintage collection Hasbro, after they had bought out Kenner Toys. And I, of course, got A New Hope Leia, since Hasbro, they announced they were going to make one for their Tanty 4 hallway diorama playsets, but they haven't released a new one yet, so this is the next best thing. And with my Christmas money, I had bought a couple playsets, so I bought it's an extra Luke and Leia for this playset. And I have a few different Obi-Wan Kenobi figures I can use if I want to set this up with the bridge to be a Death Star duel between Vader and Obi-Wan. And if I want to set it up with having Luke and Leia escape from the stormtroopers, I bought these two stormtroopers off of eBay seller. But I think that's going to be it for this video. I've been going pretty long, so look for the links in the description to Bosk's Bounty's channel. He's also named Tim, but he goes by the name Bosk's Bounty since he's into the bounty, the lizard-like bounty hunter from Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Jedi. Bosk. And you'll be able to see that worst to the best Stormtrooper video on his channel, which I really loved. So check out Bosk's Bounty on YouTube, and also still check out Monkey Boy's Toys. He's still doing his weekly videos of his toy pickups on his own channel. And he's occasionally doing live streams with Nick, formerly known as the Action Pop Dad, but now is called Action Pop Cast. So I'll have to put their YouTube URLs in the description, and of course put Skeletors, since that Skeletor is Monkey Boy's Skeletor. So, thank you for watching, and keep an eye out for another update video coming soon. I still have a few other videos in the works.